Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time of the day it is where you are right now. This is Security Officer Reacts, and today we're reacting to the Laughing Auditor, TLA as he's sometimes known, and he's basically going to a council office in London, and this is a two-parter, so obviously there's a lot that goes on in this one. We will cover part 1 today, and we will cover part 2 at another occasion, and we'll see how he gets on, shall we? Let's move on to the video.
Hiya folks, it's the Laughing Auditor here, and I'm coming to you from this location. I'm in Brixton, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, I'm going to pop up to the civic offices, which is just up this road here, and see how they react to a man with a camera, excuse me, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So I say these council buildings, there's been sort of mixed responses, but usually they're not doing too well. They seem to go hands-on very, very quickly and very readily. And yeah, we'll sort of see how Lambeth Council reacts to a man with a camera. There is a new addition to my kit. File gel. Marty Blackburn gave me that idea. Perfectly legal, guys. It's an identifier, and yeah,
I will discuss the identifier spray a little bit later on, but just take note of this bit here. That he's just pulled out a spray and said that it's an identifier and it's perfectly legal. However, I'm going to discuss this later on because he does bring this up.
Is it open? Let's put an impression in here. This looks like a new building. Good manners cost nothing. And they've got quite a lot of literature as well. School admissions, paypoint, parking, employment, business, children's social care, council tenants and leaseholder. Residential support during COVID-19. I might have fold them over like that. Yeah, let's get a look around. And it says, please note, you can also pay your bills using the following payment options. They've got some good artwork on the wall. The Alliance Arcade, that's just down the road, I think. Pretty sure that's in Brixton. Man's having a wee dance. I caught you.
Are we filming me, mate?
I am going to film you. You got some good moves, yeah. You got some good dance moves. Yes, mate. Yes, I can.
Yeah?
Yes, I can.
You can.
I can.
You can't.
I can.
Yes, you can. If it's a council building, it's a publicly funded building, and it's not classed as private property in the usual sense. It's publicly accessible to the general public. Anyone can walk in, and they have cameras in there. They have CCTV. I'm assuming that some of them may have body cams, but it's a publicly funded building. You can film within the building.
Okay, I haven't got any business here today.
Pardon?
I forgot to see anybody here today.
So I've just come in to see what local literature is available, see what's going on in Lambeth today. But I was actually looking at the artwork on the wall. It's pretty nice. What's the issue?
Sorry?
What's the issue?
You need to go to the reception there and speak to them then.
I don't need to speak to reception.
So what do you need to do in there?
I'm just going to have a look around.
Just told you what he's doing.
What's the problem with that?
You can't video right here. That's
I can.
what I'm saying to you.
You got CCTV dotted about.
Business within the civic centre.
I do.
What kind of business is it?
I've just told you. Asked and answered.
Okay, speak to them on the reception.
I don't need to speak to them though to conduct my business. I don't need to waste their time. I don't need to waste my time.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Geez, I really appreciate it.
Geese.
I said, geez,
Geese. What's that?
I would really appreciate it, fella, if you do not record me.
Fella.
I do not know you.
I don't know you.
Yeah, but please don't record me.
I am going to record you
Why are you recording me?
because you got some good dance moves, and your colleagues recording me as well. So the same law that allows you to record me is the same law that allows me to record you.
I do find that amusing. I don't want you to film. Security guard said you can't film in here. Yeah, here's a person filming. I just don't get. I just don't understand where they can justify this. You're not allowed to film. We don't want you to film us, but we can film you. This makes no sense at all.
Geezer,
Yes, geezer.
it's only for birth appointment. Do you have a birth appointment?
Pardon?
Do you have a birth appointment?
What are you doing, sir?
So I already explained to the security that I was looking at the artwork on the wall.
Sorry, you in not personal. This is not your building.
Pardon? It's not your
It's a
building.
corporate building.
It's the build. It's the public's building.
Yeah, you need a permission to.
I don't
film
need permission.
anyone.
I don't.
You need permission.
All right.
And we have a CCTV operation.
Yeah,
Going.
I
operation.
understand
Can
that.
you take off your mask?
No, I
so
can't.
we can get you recorded.
No, I can't.
So you're invading this privacy.
So you're going to
now.
discriminate against me because I wear a
All I'm
mask. I
saying
wear a
to
mask
you-
for disability reasons.
yeah.
So you're going to discriminate against me? Is that what's happening?
You can't cover your safe face where you have a
Yes, I
camera.
can.
You can. I don't know where he's got this idea from, but you can. I mean, walking in with a balaclava on is a completely different story because, yeah, that doesn't ever look good. But if you're using a face covering, or just one of those like those scarves, whatever, that's fine. There's nothing illegal about that. And like, oh, can you take your mask off so that the CCTV can view you? What, the same CCTV that you said? Well, the same. Yeah, you said that you can't film in here, so your CCTV shouldn't be able to film in here then, based on that logic.
So who the hell are you? We don't know
Who are you?
We don't know you.
Who are you?
We have a camera, surveillance for the job we're
You
doing
don't need
here.
to know me. I'm just a member of the public coming in having a look around.
So you come into this space, you have to come on appointment.
Do ya? Where does it say that?
All right, let's have a chat.
No, you're alright. See you later.
Can we come? Can you come around?
No, I'll go when I'm ready.
Yeah, it's fine. You could put anything you want to put on YouTube, but
Right.
you have to follow the rules.
I don't have to follow the rules.
Member of the public filming in a public place. He is following the rules.
Please
What
follow the
rules?
That's what I'm saying.
What rules?
Can you come around?
No, thank you.
Where you standing at the
Yeah.
moment is an appointment space.
Right, okay.
You can't invade the space without
Does it-
coming. You
well,
need an
I
appointment.
didn't invade. I didn't invade. No, you're alright. No.
Can you come around?
No, I don't follow strange men about.
Listen, I don't know what you mean by strange men. I'm not
Because you're
strange.
asking me
I
to
work
come with
here.
you,
I
do you?
work here. I
Right,
work
okay.
here.
And who are you?
I'd probably call you strange man.
Are you a security guard?
I'm a security guard.
Where's your SIA license?
No, don't question that one. I'm saying to you.
Don't question that one. No, sorry, I'm absolutely going to question that one. Where is your SIA license?
Where you're
Yes.
standing at the moment is a private place.
Don't touch me.
I'm not touching
You just touched me.
I
Don't
never
touch me.
I never touched
You
you.
touched me.
No one touched you.
You need to calm down. Somebody de-escalate.
We can
No.
remove you if
Okay.
you. If
No, you won't.
We can,
Listen,
we can,
I'll
we can.
spray you if you come any closer. I will spray you.
Whatever
Back
you want
up.
to do.
Back
Whatever
up.
you want to do.
You back him into a
whatever you
corner.
wanna
I will
do.
defend myself.
Let me
I
tell
will
you-
spray
let me
you,
say-
mate. I will
let me-
spray
let me-
you.
let
You
me-
understand?
All right. Okay.
I will.
All right.
It's self-defense. I will spray
Listen-
him.
listen to
All right?
this, listen to this.
No, you listen to me. Understand what I'm saying.
You
all
come
right?
into my-
This is.
Right, this comes back to that identifier spray that he had before. Again, threatening to spray somebody is seen as a threatening and aggressive behaviour because they don't know what he means by that. I'm going to spray you. Does he have acid in his pocket? Does he have pepper spray, which is illegal in the UK, or anything like that? That can be in court. That can be seen as threatening behaviour because he said, "I will spray you." Now let's come back to the identifier spray. I do not have a clue why he's carrying identifier spray, because the idea for the identifier spray is that you spray somebody that's maybe attacked you, and it leaves a fluid that basically like paints the skin, paints the clothes, and can't be washed out for quite a while. So therefore, if anybody walks out, they're going to be identified because they got identifier spray on. That is literally the point of it. But I don't see how that's useful in this situation, because again, this is more of a case of coming up against a stranger in the street, or somebody like attempted to rape you and stuff like that. You spray them so they can be identified later. Why would you need identifier spray for security officers at a company that can be easily identified? Because at the end of the day, if they attacked, if they went crazy and all the rest of it, and you called the police, you don't need to spray them with identifier spray for them to be identified, because they work here. The police are going to literally come to the place where they work. If the police turn up and they've gone home, the police can turn around and say, who was at work today? TLA has them on video. He's got their faces. You can see their faces clear as day. You know, when they start work, they probably have to sign in somewhere. They probably have to phone on to their security company to book on. So there's records of these people working here. So the whole reason of using identifier spray just seems absolutely pointless, and more of a kind of way to create content, because threatening to spray somebody knows that they're going to respond with, what do you mean you're going to spray me? And it's just going to create a situation. Like I said, the identifier spray is completely pointless in this situation. Why would you need to identify somebody that works there on camera and can be easily traced by the police if they needed to make an arrest or interview somebody?
It's a public building, all right? It's a public building. I don't need to abide by your rules.
I'll tell you the rules of this building.
Tell me the rules, then. Go on. Let
me tell you the rules.
Okay, tell me the rules.
Where you are standing at the moment is an appointment place. If you don't have an appointment, you don't come in here. You can go to the public space, that's fine. Where you standing is the registrar office. You don't come here without appointment. For that reason, we have the right to remove you.
All right, you touch me, it'll be an assault.
I would take...
No. This is where he's kind of he's going a bit wrong, because yes, it might be a public building, but security have asked you to leave. They've asked you a number of times to leave. If you are refusing to leave, and they have the right to remove you with reasonable force. That is basically putting hands on and escorting you out. You then can't turn around and say that's assault, because they've asked you to leave. They're basically security for the building, and if they've said to you, you need to leave, you need to move on, and you refuse to, and then they go hands on, you can't then complain that you're being assaulted. It doesn't work that way. You can't literally do what you want when you want. It might be, like I said, it might be public property, but security are there to regulate it, and crime prevention and stuff like that. And if they tell you you need to leave and you don't, they're well within their rights to use reasonable force. A reasonable force, as I said, is basically putting hands on and escorting you out. It doesn't mean holding you down and punching your face in. That's excessive force. That's something completely different.
Take you out.
All right. So
I have the right to take you out here. That's the reason I get paid
100%.
I get paid to remove
a security
unauthorized person.
A security guard's job is to observe and report.
No, it's not. I don't know where he's got that from, but that's not accurate at all.
Unauthorized person.
I'm not an unauthorized person. All right. So who's the manager? Who's in charge?
You come with me.
Are you in charge? Somebody needs to de-escalate this situation, because he's about to make a massive mistake, all right?
I'm not massive.
Of course we can talk, but I'm not having this man shouting in my face. No, we'll talk here, okay? Till we clear up the situation. Ask your colleagues to back up away and have a perfectly polite conversation. I'll treat people how they treat me. He's coming up shouting in my face, saying that I need to do X, Y, and Z. I don't need to do nothing, okay? Now, if it is an appointment-only area, There is no signage to say that it's appointments
We're
only.
not going to take lecture from you. We're telling you where you're standing is a.
I'll talk to listen, the grown-ups are talking, so wind your neck in.
It's a private.
Wind your neck in.
We
Let me talk to your colleague.
If you want to be a problematic person, you can.
So yeah, might be a public building, but they've identified this section of the building as a private area because it's for appointments and stuff like this. The same thing that he argues about when he goes into the job centres about the fact that when he stands on the wooden area, that's the public space. But where they have the interviews on the carpeted area, that's private space. He doesn't go in that way, and he doesn't walk onto that part of it. They've literally identified this area where you're standing now as the private area. So, by his own kind of admittance in previous videos, he should move on. You know, you can't chop and change when it suits you. Like, oh, in the job centre, this is the public area, so I'm going to go in here, but I'm not going to go into that area because that's where interviews are. But in this building, this is a private area for interviews and, you know, people coming in to talk about stuff and like that. I'm going to freely walk in here anyway. You can't have it both ways. Sorry.
Can always be a problematic
Go away.
person. This where you standing is a private.
Yes.
Is an appointment post.
This area
Yep.
is for babies and mothers.
Is it? Right, okay.
Simple.
For these guys to do
Right.
their job.
Right, okay.
So what I'm asking is, if you don't mind,
Now this guy here, right in the centre, he's pretty good. He's not showing his SIA badge, so he loses a point for that, unfortunately. Unless it's further down, like on his hip or something like that, where I can't see because it's out of camera. But he's talking very calmly, very clearly, showing no aggression or anything like that. He's talking very well. His demeanour is really good.
just clear this area,
Right.
so they can do their job.
Right. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, all right? Because I like your approach. Unlike your colleagues, you're calm, you're civil, and you're explaining your point. At no point was I told that this was a mother and baby area, all right? That being said, all right, that being said, if that is the case, yeah, there is no expectation of privacy in public. I am going to leave.
Yes.
I'm going to go up there, okay? But I'm just...
He is right about that, though. There is no expectation of privacy in public.
going to make the observation that there is no expectation of privacy in public, and if there is people using this part of the building that you want to protect, and you want to protect their identity, you need to then sort of make things private. All right, I was able to just walk in here. There's no signage to say that this is a private area or anything like that. All right.
Credit where it's due. Yep, I will agree with him on that one. If it's not signposted, if it's not clearly marked, you don't know. However, you've been made aware by security, you've been made aware by the staff behind the desks that this is the private part of it because it's for interviews and stuff like that. At that point, that's when he should have moved on. So obviously identifying the fact that it needs to be signposted, yep, he's 100% right on that one. If it's a private area and no filming and things like that in this area because it's for interviews and it's for vulnerable people, then yeah, the signage needs to be there. However, he has been made aware numerous times of that now, and he should not still be standing there.
Right, and that's where you would have made a massive mistake.
That's why we're standing there to tell you, because you
No, you don't tell me nothing. I don't work for you. I don't work for the building.
You can't
all right?
work in places like
You need to get told and wind your neck and get back to work. How about that? Yes. Yeah.
All I said, that was it.
Okay.
I'm asking, please. Can you?
Yeah, I will. Yeah. But what I want to do is, all right, before that happens, is finish getting this artwork on the wall, and I'm going to walk up this way, and I'm going to film the artwork on the wall, and then I'll go on the other side.
Okay.
All right. But for that to happen, and I'll give you my word, that's what's going to happen. You two gentlemen need to back off and leave me alone, and I'll do that. And I give you my word that I'll do that, and I keep my word. And if I don't, then by all means, if you want to come and use reasonable force to remove me from this area, you can. I'll give you permission to do that. All right. But I'm not being difficult. Listen, bro, I'm not your bro. All right. I'm not your geezer. All right.
Fella, I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Right. Okay.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
I've been reasonable.
You have been reasonable. Yeah, and I appreciate you.
I heard what you said, but you're telling me in my workspace to get out your way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Which is a fair point.
So-
So wait.
Okay.
That's
Say your piece. Go on.
That's where you overstep your line.
I've not overstepped the line at all. Do
I'm still talking.
you want me to explain why I've not overstepped the line?
No, I'm still talking.
Right. I don't need to listen to you.
Now, what I'm
Right.
asking you,
Yeah. You're asking.
just to go.
Personally, at this point, I'd be like, right, no, that's it. Take him out, because he's now making He's like literally like, you need to leave me alone. You need to go out of this area. You don't say that to security, unfortunately. When you said, "Oh, I'm just going to film the artwork and I'm going to walk out," that was fine. But yeah, you don't tell the security to leave the area. Unfortunately, at that point, personally, I'd have been like, "No, you know what? No, move on. You're moving on now. Simple as. You're not taking pictures of the artwork. You don't tell us to leave the area when it's our job to look after the area. Let's go." And then deny him the filming, get him outside, and that's it.
Go this way.
So you're asking, you're not telling, alright?
Please.
Alright, and I've told you I'm going to do that, alright?
No, please.
But I was surrounded by 4 security guards at one point, and I feel threatened, alright?
At the moment,
big mouths went back to work.
At the moment, I'm the only one here standing in front of you. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm asking, please.
I'm wasting taxpayers' money.
Brother, please.
What? How am I wasting?
You're wasting taxpayers' money. Well, the thing is, though, matey in the background there isn't actually speaking to anyone. He isn't interviewing anyone, so he's not really doing anything. And he was just standing there, from what I could see in the background, filming with his camera, the same camera that he was telling Laughing Auditor that he couldn't use to film himself. So you can't film, but we can. I'm just going to stand here and film you all day. I've not got nobody to interview, but you're wasting taxpayers' money. But then that does come back to the argument of this is a publicly funded building. The taxpayers pay for this building, which makes it public access. However, this part of the building is private for interviews, vulnerable people, that sort of thing.
It's just taxpayers' money.
Hello, I'm talking to you.
How am I wasting taxpayers' money?
Sir.
How am I doing that? Explain it.
Sir.
Explain it.
Sir.
You're a joke, man. Wind your neck and get back in your desk. Do your little dance moves. Dancing, man.
Sir.
Do your little dance on your desk. That's what you're doing.
Hello.
Talking to you. What are you going to do about it?
Hello.
Listen, you'll be removed from here.
Will I?
Hello.
See about that?
Hello.
Are you going to do it, big man? You're not doing nothing. Wind your neck and get...
This is where I kind of have a difference of opinion to TLA, because he's antagonistic and he's trying to initiate arguments, he's trying to initiate aggression. The whole "what are you going to do about it?" he does that in all of his videos, and it really grinds my gears, because he's very aggressive. He's got such a short temper, and I don't agree with it at all. You can do an audit video without using this tactic to do it for likes, views, content, that sort of thing. And again, half the time I actually think he wants them to kick his head in, so then he can just turn around and make money off of it when he sues them, which is a known tactic for some people. They intentionally wind people up to the point where they get attacked and then sue them for money in court, when it's like, well, you were essentially the one that was being the aggressor.
Get back to work, cover that. I never said wind your mask down. Yeah. Yeah. Would you tell someone wearing a bucket to do that? Would you tell someone wearing a bucket to do that?
My friend.
What? You don't know why I'm wearing it, do you? You don't know why I'm wearing it.
All right.
Discrimination is discrimination. Don't touch me, my friend.
No, I'm asking you again. I'm asking you again. Please, this way.
Right, I'll go this way.
Thank you.
Let me get that work. And let me get this full on camera. The moronic idiot. What a buffoon of a man. Jeez. I'll de-escalate the situation as soon as no one else is gonna. What? Go out there. No, I'm not going.
No, you don't have anything.
No, I do have business here.
Yeah, if you have, what's the business?
I told you, I've come to see what local opportunities and events are on in Lambeth.
You're just doing what you like.
I'll do what I like. It's a free country, that's why I can do what I like.
I'm not talking about country.
So long as I stay within the confines of the law. I know you don't like it, it's not a corporate building, it's a public's building.
Yeah, fine.
See, Lambeth Council. So that's our mistake you're making.
Everything have a rules. You can't just make your own rules.
Right,
you have to follow the rules, that's what we're telling you.
If you work here, yeah? I don't work here, alright? I'm not a customer here. So I don't abide by nothing.
So the people that employ, are they fools?
That can be taken out of context. I don't work here, so I don't abide by your rules. Yeah, to an extent that's right, but you don't walk in and start throwing your weight around and act like you own the place, because again, it's still a working environment, it's still a public building, there are other people there. You're not free to do what you want, as he says. It's free to film, yes, that's true. But you don't walk in and literally own the place and say that I don't abide by any of your rules. There is, there are limitations to that. You can't use that as an excuse or a reason to literally do what you want.
Pardon?
Yeah.
It would appear so, yeah.
So,
Moronic fools, to be precise.
You don't make rules. That's what we say.
I don't need to. I don't need to follow your rules.
You wake up from your bed and you get up. You
I do.
You can do whatever you like.
That's exactly how I think.
You're not doing that.
That's exactly how I think.
And there's a limit to everything you can
Is there a limit?
We can tolerate you to a level.
Is
We
there?
think you're making sense. We listen to you.
Yeah, I agree with him on that one.
And I will
advise
tolerate
on
you
what
to
we
a
should
level.
do.
I will tolerate you to a level,
And
alright?
immediately you going by the
But
boundary.
you need to understand, look, I've
If
got
you-
4 security guards around me because I've got a camera.
No, because you're being aggressive, you're being loud, and you're inciting aggression with the way you're talking to people. That's why there's 4 security guards around you, because you're not being calm, you're not being collected, you're talking in a kind of very loud, kind of aggressive sort of manner. Like, what are you going to do about it? You ain't going to do nothing. What are you going to do about it, big man? And what that sort of talk is antisocial. And can be seen as being threatening and aggressive in a sense, because you're trying to incite violence. It's psychologically trying to incite violence. You're kind of, in a way, calling him out to do something, in a sense. And, yeah, he's acting very, very kind of annoyingly. I know that being annoying isn't a crime, but that's why you've got 4 security guards around you.
You can do
What's the issue with the camera? Explain that. Is that what the problem is? Because I'm filming.
Is your filming?
It's-
And this place is the business place.
So
if, if you have a business to do,
Right, I do have business to do. I've explained that 3 times already.
and what we said to you initially, that place you went to
Right.
is a private.
And
you
I've-
need an appointment to go in there.
And I've left that area, correct?
Thank you. You left.
There you
so
go.
what else are you doing now? What else do you want
I'm
to
doing
do right now?
I'm doing whatever I feel like doing. I need to answer your questions.
You can't really disturb the business. For
I'm not
today.
disturbing the business. You're approaching me. I never approached you
We need
guys.
to find out why you're recording people without their consent.
I don't need their consent.
Yeah, you don't need permission from people to record them at all. If you're in a public place, you don't have the right to privacy, except for the privacy you make for yourselves, i.e. wearing hats, coverings, that sort of thing. But yeah, you do not need consent from people to film them.
Consent.
Say that.
I don't need anyone's consent.
Why are you taking me on a camera without no consent?
Do you get everyone's consent with the CCTV cameras in here?
That's why it's CCTV.
But
It's
do
a
you get
surveillance
everyone's
for you.
consent?
We can't even take.
Did you
Camera. We can't
get
even-
my consent? Did your
can't-
colleague that was filming on the phone over there? Did
I'm
she
just
get my
saying to you,
consent?
because you
you don't need
recording
it.
them
It's
is
a
by
public
law.
place. There's no.
And again, he puts a good argument back again. Yeah. Did you give me consent for being on CCTV? Did your colleagues give me consent for obviously filming me and all that sort of thing? So this is an interesting one, because there's good and there's bad on both sides. You know, sometimes the security aren't quite right with what they're saying, but other times they are making good points. TLA is also making some very good points, and he's right on things, but he's also going about it the wrong way as well. So then, yeah, they're both not perfect, but they're both not wrong as well.
No expectation of privacy in public.
Right. We don't know this long talk.
That's the law.
It's a long talk we're doing. It doesn't really. You're not making any sense to me
I am
anymore.
making perfect sense because I know the law, my
All
friend.
you're doing at the moment, you're disturbing the business.
I'm
That's
not
all
disturbing the
I'll say.
business at all. You approached me. I didn't approach you.
We've approached
You did.
Find out
So,
what the business you
so
have
you
here
just
today.
stopped what you're
We
doing to
don't
approach
even-
me.
We
Right.
don't understand what the business.
Let me ask you this. What do you think would have happened if you'd left me alone? What do you think would have happened?
This is not your bedroom.
I never said it was. It's not your bedroom. It's not your house.
It's my workplace.
Right, and?
Yeah, so
I don't have to
follow
leave.
the rules.
No, I don't. You're alright. Cheers.
You can't go back there.
I'm going to go and check the literature. Listen, mate, bro.
He already went in and checked the literature. That was literally the first thing he did when he walked in. So he's just now playing on it now. He's now kind of taking the piss a bit, because literally the first thing he did is he went in, he was picking up leaflets, he was reading it, he was doing that. So now going back to do the same thing, he's now kind of taking the piss now.
Bro,
No, I'm being serious.
don't.
Not
I
this
was.
side. Not this side. Not this side.
Wow.
Why you
Everyone
threatening
get that. That's my property.
Not this side.
Congratulations, you got that on camera.
Go,
Yeah, you
go,
got that on
go.
camera.
You can't threaten people
Listen,
with spray. You
yes, I
can't threaten-
can.
You threaten with
Yes, I
spray.
can. I
I'll
can.
take it off you.
100%. Get my property, and I'll get you done for theft as well. Get my property, I'll get you done for theft as well. Get my property, and I'll get you done for theft as well.
You're not doing
Right?
anything. Now we had enough of you.
Nah,
you
you're
can
right.
go now.
Bro,
You
do
can
what you
go.
need to do, gentlemen. Remember, reasonable and proportionate force, right? If you're going to remove me. but I will get my property back, and I will hold you. What?
Walk out.
Nah, little man. Nah. I'm alright. I'm fine where I am.
You can't come here with
What are you
pepper
gonna
spray.
do?
You can't
What are
be
you
putting
gonna do?
pepper spray.
Sat there behind full security, man, running your mouth.
It's not.
Coward. Come and say it to my face, big man.
I love if he did. It turns out that he's an amateur boxer or something, and he puts him on his ass.
Can we go now?
Yeah,
can we,
big man.
can we
Nah,
move now?
Get my property.
You don't have any property.
You just
it's a
knocked it
weapon.
in my
It's a
hand.
weapon.
It's not.
You spraying on my colleague's face. That's
I
why
didn't spray it.
off you.
It's
You
perfectly
were.
illegal. I threatened to spray it.
Yes, the identifier spray. Identifying officers that are already registered as working here and are clearly on film. Yeah, you're never going to see them again, are you? That's why I identified them, because they just ran off into the night. We don't know who they are or where they came from. See, the identifier spray in a situation like this is bollocks. And unfortunately, there are situations where if this went to court or whatever, the courts could turn around and have you done for assault for using the spray, because you're not using it the way it was designed to be used. And they can actually do that. They can actually charge you for assault, because even though, yes, you're saying it's perfectly legal to own, yeah, stylised number plates are perfectly legal to own and to buy, but when you put them on your car and drive them out on the public road, they become illegal. Bongs are perfectly illegal to buy and own, but as soon as you start putting drugs in them and using them, they become illegal. So yeah, it's perfectly legal to buy the spray and own it, but you need to use it for the right reasons. And spraying security officers that are easily identifiable anyway is not a legitimate reason, especially when they've been trying to get you out of the building using reasonable force after being told 100 times to leave and you refuse to leave. Is not an acceptable reason to use it, and can be seen as assault, because they don't know that it's identifier spray. So again, not being funny, but if somebody pulls out a spray and starts to spray with it, I'm going to take it off of them. You know, it might be a bottle of water. That doesn't mean that water's in the bottle. They could have acid in it. They could have any number of things in it. So if they've taken that off of him, well done. The identifier spray is not used for this purpose. It's not designed for this purpose. And he only sprayed him because they were using reasonable force to move him out of the building, which he literally just said a minute ago that he gives the consent for. He literally said that.
By all means, if you want to come and use reasonable force to remove him from this area, you can. I'll give you permission to do that.
You are.
It's a criminal identifier.
Yeah, you are.
It's perfectly legal. If you think it's a weapon, phone the police. How about that? That's fine. I'll wait for the police then. Right?
You put in your pepper spray.
It's not pepper spray. It's not pepper spray. It does matter. It does matter.
You spraying that on nothing.
I didn't spray anyone. I said I would spray if he was assaulting me.
I smash it off.
It's a criminal.
But they didn't assault him. They were trying to escort him out using reasonable force when you gave them consent to do that literally 2 minutes ago.
Identifier, it's called fab gel. It's perfectly legal within this country, but I care, and the law will care when I hold you criminally accountable for your assault.
Go and report to the police.
That's fine. I'll wait for the police then.
Go and report. If you need to report,
No, I'll do that in my own time. Yeah, I'd much prefer to get my property back. What? Why am I here? I've explained that
Sorry,
3
now
times.
we have to go.
I've explained that.
We
3
have to
times.
go,
Get
we
your
have to
hands
go,
off
we
me,
have to
man.
go
Get
now.
your fucking hands off. Yeah.
Sorry, TLA, you're a dick. You're an absolute dick. Sorry.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, boys. I've got yous all now. Yous are fucked up.
No, they haven't.
Fucked up, big man.
They have not fucked up at all. You're a dick. You got what you deserved. Deal with it.
I got you. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, see ya. Got yous all now, lads. Congratulations. Where's my property? It's alright, I got yous. It's fine. Not a problem. I got yous good.
No.
It is not a weapon. Phone the police. Phone the police if you think it's a weapon. It is not a weapon, you numpty. That's your mistake there, pal.
It's not a weapon. But again, this is the argument. How are they supposed to know that? You know, if there's somebody that's running around with a toy gun and the armed police turn up, oh, it's not a weapon, it's not a weapon. How are they supposed to know that? They're not going to take your word for it. They don't know who you are. You're just somebody waving around what looks like a gun. So you've come out with an identifier spray. Again, the bottle says it's identifier spray, but how do we know that you haven't emptied it out and put, pepper spray in it? How do we know you haven't put acid in it? And as I've said before in this video, identifier spray is for identifying criminals that aren't easily identifiable. Somebody that might be breaking into your house, spray them, but then they run off. They can be identified. You're being raped in an alley, spray them. They can be identified. When there's security officers working at a building that they're all registered to and they're all on camera, why would you need to identify them? It's easy to identify them without the spray.
Okay, job.
Nah, you're alright. That's my job. I've got you now, lads.
Let the lady in. Where's the lady?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Are you coming in?
Oh, I'm going to have a lovely pair over this. I got yous good, well and proper. I do this all the time, gentlemen, up and down the country. So, not an issue. I got yous good, big time. So, congratulations, you're going to be in the dole queue soon enough. Guarantee you that.
We're going to end the video there because it's just basically him standing outside just being abusive, just making more content, and I'm not going to entertain that because he's outside now. But yeah, I will defend people when I believe they're right. I will also call people out when I also think they're wrong. There's quite a few Laughing Auditor videos that I've done before where I literally stand side by side with him and say that he's absolutely 100% in the right and he's done perfectly right at all, and I'll call out the security that are doing wrong in his videos, but he's not free from judgment himself. And in this video, I think he just went overboard. He was just an absolute idiot. The way he was talking, the way he was acting, the whole identifier spray was unnecessary, and I'm kind of glad that they took it off of him. There was no need for it at all. At the point towards the end, he even said to them, I give you consent to use reasonable force to take me out. And when they did, he pulled out the spray, tried to spray them, and then started screaming assault, assault, assault. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways at all. And then saying, oh yeah, you're going to lose your jobs now. They're probably not. They're probably not going to lose their jobs. If the police look at this, they're just going to be like, no. They used reasonable force. They got him out. And yeah, he was using incisive, aggressive language to try and get them to... Yeah, the Asian guy behind the desk. What are you going to do about it, big man? You ain't going to do nothing. That sort of thing is kind of psychological incitement of violence, because you're trying to get them to act on it, in a sense. So it's insightful. You're inciting violence. And he's definitely the sort of person that would drive somebody to the point of violence and then take them to court to claim money off of them. Nah. Sorry, this is not one of the videos where he handles himself very well. I mean, like I said, there were quite a few times in this where I did actually defend him and say that yes, you were right with those points, you were right with these points, however with these you're wrong. Same with the security. They had a point and they were right in some things, but there were other things that they weren't quite right on as well. So again, like I said, I will judge it as I call it. And in this video, he did take the piss. There is a part 2 to this, and we will cover that in a separate video. But it will be the same place, it will be the same day, just another incident that happens at a different time. So yes, go to his channel if you want to watch the full video. Give him a sub, give him a subscribe, and also do the same for me. Put your comments down below if you feel that if you agree with what I say. Again, everyone's entitled to an opinion. If you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine. If you agree with him, again, won't hold it against you. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. I'm just highlighting how I feel as a security officer and how I feel that this was handled both by the security and by him. And there are lessons to be learned on both sides, and that's the way I see it. So I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.